And I hope that it's been able to help you and inspire you and encourage you to continue on your healing journey. What's going on? What's going on? It's Lady Dre, and welcome to Healing Session. I hope that you're having an amazing, abundant, prosperous, loving, fulfilling, masterful, purposeful, peaceful, harmonious day. I hope this message finds you well. Okay, so really quick, I just want to come and you already know how we do, right? Dropping them jewels. So listen, I want to let you know, and I want you to understand, right? God's conviction is really a gift. Okay, hear me out. God's conviction is a gift. Okay, so lately, over the last couple of days, right, I have been feeling a certain way about something, about a few things. Let's keep it all the way real, right? About a few things. And each time that I get into this like little, let's call it a little mood, right? I get a conviction, right? So I'm like, so low key, it was like kind of irritating me a little bit. So I'm like, okay, God, I feel like you low key trying to like make me feel a way, right? Like make me even feel more of a way, right? And so I was getting to a point where I was like, I don't want to feel no conviction. Let me feel how I feel, and let's just let that be, right? So it was getting to a point where it was like I feel a way about something, and then I get a conviction, right? And to the point where it was just like, you know what, okay, God, I hear you, I see you, I feel you. It was making me, I feel like it was kind of bringing up some residual, of just how I would in the past feel like nobody's not listening to what I'm saying. Nobody's not hearing what I'm saying. I can't feel how I feel without having to, feel guilty for how I feel. I'm caring more about somebody else's feelings than how I feel, honoring my feelings and emotions. And so it's kind of triggering me. So I'm like, why is that triggering me, God? You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, I know you're not trying to make me feel bad about how I feel, right? And so I was like, okay, so what is it? What is it? Why am I seeing these convictions? Why am I feeling these convictions? And why is it that I feel a way about the convictions, right? Why can't I just feel how I feel? I'm always worried about somebody else. And I'm not necessarily worried, but I'm considerate and mindful and empathetic, right? So, it's easy for me to be able to shift in and out of just being aware, right, of my surroundings, of the people that I come in contact with, about even my feelings, right, my emotions, things like that. So I was like, Lord, let me have my moment. You know what I'm saying? Let me have my moment to feel how I feel, and then, you know what I'm saying, that's it. So that was happening, and I was like, okay. So then last night in particular, I was like convicted like 3 or 4 different times, and it was like kind of like back to back. And I was like, so I'm obviously not seeing something here, right? I'm obviously not seeing something, and I need to be seeing something, and I need to be able to shift, right? Shift my perspective on what's going on, right? So this is why I'm letting you know that the convictions are a gift, okay? God's convictions are a gift, because, understand, there are times where, granted, in this human form, we want certain things, right? We want to live a certain way. We want to be able to move how we want to move. We want to be able to do things that we want to do. And this is going to be on the material side, right? And at times, of course, being in our human form, we want certain things, right? And I'm not saying to not be ambitious. I'm not saying not to have your goals and dreams and aspirations. I'm not saying that. However, right, when God gives us these convictions, it's for us to recognize just how favored we are, right? Just how amazing, your situation is, right? It gives you perspective on just how loved you are, right? How much of God's grace that you have, right? And we take it sometimes as it's God's way of telling us, no, you can't feel how you feel. He's not telling you can't feel how you feel. He's not saying that you can't have desires. He's not saying that you cannot have wants, right? Or needs. He's not saying that, but he's saying to give perspective into just how blessed you really are. Give perspective to just how good you really have it, right? Right? When you think about when you think about your health, right? When you think about your sound mind, when you think about you being able to even be on a spiritual journey and be aware, right? And recognize, right? He's letting you know, like, it's so many people that don't even have that, right? Take away the material things, but those are things that don't cost absolutely anything, right? That you can't buy, right? You can't buy good health. You can't buy a sound mind. You can't buy those things, right? You can't buy love. And granted, some people might say you can, but really, for real, true unconditional love, you can't buy, right? You can't buy God's favor. You can't buy God's grace, right? So I want to encourage you to, when you have those moments where you're being convicted about a situation, whether, you be feeling like, okay, well, I wish I had a bigger house, right? And then you see somebody homeless on the side of the road asking for money, right? You're wishing that you had a better car, you know what I'm saying? And you seeing somebody at the bus stop. Granted, again, it's not even about comparing someone's misfortunes. It's not that, but it's just giving you perspective in that sometimes it don't even matter about the material things. It's about you just even having the awareness, you be able to understand you have favor, right? That you have God's grace, right? God's mercy, right? So shift your mindset, right? Shift how you are seeing it. It's not about God telling you that you can't have something. It's not about God telling you that you can't feel how you feel, because he understands that we are in this human form, right? That we do have these desires. We do have these wants. We do have these things that we wish that we could have. And he's not saying that you can't have them, but he's also wanting you to acknowledge just where you are in this very moment. Are you grateful for where you are right now? Are you grateful for your life? Are you grateful for your health? Are you grateful for your sound mind? Are you grateful to be able to be in a space where you can be able to encourage others, right? Inspire others. Are you doing your part when it comes to your purpose, right? Are you doing your part when it comes to you raising the vibration of earth? Are you doing your part, right? So forget about the material things, but are you okay with where you are right now and knowing that still you have so much favor, you have so much grace, you have God's love, protection that can't be bought, okay? So I just wanted to just come and share that with you because I feel like it was a word for someone, right? Because I know that for myself, it was, again, triggering, I can't feel how I feel because, again, thinking about somebody else or but it's not that. It's about you, again, just having perspective and knowing that you are blessed beyond measure, right? So I just want to share that with you. I love you. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And yeah, y'all be easy.